Okay, so I will talk to you about ironstone today, transferware ironstone. This is an uncommon piece in the fact that it is brown and green in its coloring. Most pieces would have been of the same color. As you see, this one is brown. Now, the thing about this one that I love so much is not just the fact that it's brown and green, but it has a kite on it. And from that kite, I can tell when the piece was produced. So if the letter appears to the left and the number to the right, that is 1865 or older. If it's the opposite, with the number on the right, with the letter on the right and the number on the left, it's 1866 or newer. This particular piece was produced on August 8th, 1850. Now this piece is also kited, and it does have its appropriate lettering and numbering that makes it 1865 and older. The interesting thing about this piece of ironstone is that it is the brown, but then the colors have been hand painted in by the employees. And you will see the same thing on this. But again, there's a lot more pieces to the photos or the pictures that are used on the transferware. So it is called transferware because they used copper plates that they inked with the color that they were going to make the plate be, and then they put what we would call tissue paper on top of the plate, and then they would pick that up and they would lay it on the bisque, and then they would put that under cold water, which would wash the tissue paper off, and then they would fire it from there. Now, in these, it is interesting to me that they do a very good job, but every once in a while you can look and you can see this is where the two ends met, and you'll see that there's just a slight gap there and that the pattern isn't quite matched up, but you really have to look for it in order to be able to see it. Now this, which also has our kite with our letter in the appropriate spot and our number in the appropriate spot, this was stamped into the greenware. So this was stamped while this was still wet. Now we can't even tell who made it or anything because this is a piece of blue flow. So this would have been blue at the time that it was made. The blue ores were not stable, and so they would become blue flow. And as you look at this has more of a purple tone to it. And you also see that the pattern is not crisp and clear like you see the pattern on the other pieces of transferware. Now, this piece is also kited, and this is the only piece that I have that is the opposite kiting. So it has the letter on the right side and the number on the left side. This piece was produced in 1867, so 2 years after the Civil War. But I'm very excited to have the kited pieces, to know that they are of the period, and that they've survived this long is amazing to me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.